They only gave it to her for one reason, to benefit themselves.
And my thing is that if we continue to do stuff out the ordinary, that means that all the freedom fighters that came before us died in vain. Real talk.
I'm a freedom fighter. I'm right here. I'm down to fight right now. Protest, speak, whatever y'all need me to do. I'm
just saying. What we need to do is try to. I understand what you said about, it's not just us. It's not just the black race. It's everybody. But within that, we still need to learn how to come up and get along with ourselves before we can get along with anybody else.
Too late.
Because it's too late. We always touch, and we always said we're the only race where I feel like we cannot have 3 different families standing in the same house. You see me? We can't do that.
Well,
and if we did start to get along and live in the same house, I guarantee there's going to be
some friction.
There's going to be somebody else on the outside of a different color that's going to like, oh no, they getting along too well now. We're going to have to fix that.
Exactly.
Because we were programmed in slavery to not like each other.
Yeah, to dissect each other.
The house niggas didn't like the field niggas.
Yeah.
The light skinned didn't like the dark skinned.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We were programmed that way.
And it's still like this to this day.
And people don't think you can program people, but yes, you can.
Hold on, we got something in the chat room from Chris Nelson. He say 4 children were gunned down in Chicago over the 20-day Zimmerman trial. Do you know their names? There's millions of people getting murdered every day,
especially in Chicago.
This is just the one that's televised, Mr. Nelson. This is just the one that's televised, and you're making a good point. I actually think that all gangbangers need to get together and
haven't they done that?
Huh?
Do they call the truce?
That's California. This Bloods and Crips. I'm talking about.
I know, but
no, this
the
is
outcome of that.
The outcome of the Bloods. It was going good for a minute.
But what happened?
I mean, you
watch my shoes.
Hold on, get off of the negativity. You can't.
Charles.
You saying I know you making the point, but we gotta look towards the future. You're right, but that's the past. Let's look towards the future. Plus, there's different gangs. It ain't Bloods and Crips no more.
I know you got the Vice Lords. You have the M83 something.
M83. Who was that? Who was the M83?
Oh, that's the music group. I'm sorry. That's what my Turtle Rock band's host. I'm sorry.
She went a Turtle Rock on us now.
Hold on, that doesn't sound right, but needless to say.
Go get a cricket.
Well, where your crickets at?
Go get a church.
But Chris Nelson, he made a good point. The only reason we don't know their name, it was people that got killed over there in Highland Hills. It's by way of Oak Cliff, Dallas. That don't nobody know their names. It's just what's being televised. You know what I'm saying? We have to go off of what everybody see globally. You know what I'm saying? And I do agree with you. I know where you're going with on this one, Chris. But at the same time, it's bigger than race. Is what we're trying to touch on. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's the judicial system, as Rich said,
and the media.
And the media, as I said,
the media portray us this big ball of hatefulness, and we got to realize that we can't keep portraying what the media insists on portraying.
It's not that either, because we do
it to ourselves too.
Yeah, we do it to a point, but here, look in this room right here. How many people you see in this room?
I'm just playing.
Out of these 5 people, how many of these people in this room did you believe is a thug, a crook?
Man,
I mean, honestly, look at us. The people right here. I mean, seriously, how many of us do you think is not educated?
A crook, no. Thug. We got some thugs in there.
Wait a minute. But the point I'm trying to make. Now, how many times have you been pulled over and been profiled as a thug, a crook, and make you get out the car, sit on the ground, put your hands behind your head or in between your sit on them or whatever?
I've been stopped. I ain't never been put on the ground. But I've been racially profiled by my Delta 88. So yeah, I understand it.
So
it's a drug
what
call.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right
I feel what you're saying.
Okay, actually, I have, but it hasn't been on the actual streets and so forth. It's been within corporate America. I know it's worse because when you go in for an interview, they see that you're African American, and then when you go in there, and I mean, like I was telling you earlier, Charles, it starts with the first impressions. So I'm making a point. I'm in my suit. I have stockings on, nice heels. I'm dressed to a T, professional. But none of that really matters until I open up my mouth and speak. And from there, it's just like, oh, that's so refreshing. You know, I didn't know. And I've had conversations just where I've been in different social events where I'll go up and, you know, I'm quiet. And then once we start speaking on the topic that I have information on, it's just like, oh, well, I didn't think of it from that perspective. Pretty much what they're saying is that, oh, we didn't know that you even had
So basically,
that you could hold a conversation.
They underestimate you. They probably
use the word buddy at the end.
Man.
Now, come on. They didn't think that you would drive the kind of car that you have or live in the house, per se.
Oh, man. That bothers me to a T.
Oh, trust me, I
nothing wrong with it
understand.
because everybody has to start from
The
some
bottom
place,
to the top.
but don't just automatically pinpoint me
Discriminate
and
me.
say, have you ever been to home ordering before? Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I know the entire process. So what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
And that when that happens, it takes a lot for me to even have to
have a decent conversation with you,
right?
Because other words, I have common sense. I know when you're talking about it on a slick. So it's just like when you do that, it feel like, okay, you think I'm stupid.
Right, and then you feel like you have to justify yourself. But now I'm just like, you know what? You can think what you want to think. I can engage you in the conversation. Once the conversation is over, you go live your life and I will live mine.
And we don't even have to talk to each other after that.
Exactly. So, with that being said and done, there's so much work that needs to be done.
There's a lot of work needs to be done.
All right, real talk, no BS. We're gonna go. You got something else you want to say?
I want to make one more point, man. Me and my uncle, shout out to Uncle Magnus. We had a conversation, and after the break, I want to discuss a topic that Joe was talking about.
Sir James.
Sir James.
Sorry.
Joe James.
Joe
James Jackson.
Joe James.
Hey,
Joe James Jackson.
Y'all finna about to start a riot up in here.
I don't want to get a beat. Who left the towel in the pool? Michael Wallen. Look, Sir James came up with before we knew the verdict. The topic was going to be, what was it? The judicial system. Go ahead and touch on it. You can't. It's he's a military man, y'all.
Agent Orange.
Basically,
Agent Orange.
Blacks and the judicial system, and I want to play this next song from Young Scooter called "Appeal" to all my boys that's locked up. A special shout out to my partner. Man, I told him to listen to this song. Now he locked up for a robbery. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably fell down on his luck trying to feed his son. That's all I got to say.
I hope this ain't gonna
Thing is, it's all too real. We all know somebody behind them bars. Scooter, talk to him.
I got niggas down the road, waiting on an appeal, living life through a pen. I hope they get that pill.
True story.
I hope they get that pill. I got niggas down the road, waiting on an appeal, living life through a pen. I hope they get that pill. I hope they get that pill.
Yeah, pray for him.
I just opened up the mailbox, 4 letters from my niggas who fucked up in the system, who got their head up with no max date. Just I mad them niggas to the state. Don't give a fuck who like they take away. You get your time and they just walk away. Now you riding in that dirt lane, shackled in chain, buy some petty change. That's what folks say. Cause you thinking about your kids and they ain't got a thing. I got niggas down the road, waiting on an appeal, living life through a pen. I hope they get that pill. I hope they get that pill. I got niggas down the road, waiting on them to peel. Living life through a pen. I hope they get that pill. I hope they get that pill. Changati did it, time a street nigga told on him. Apple, he doing it, time a street nigga told on him. Got Fisher did it, time a street nigga told on him. Big Meaty doing it, time a street nigga told on him. In the streets, you don't wanna get caught up with them dope boy products. You gon' need a pill, you gon' need a pill. Only snitches get deals, only snitches get deals. I got niggas down the road, waiting on them to peel. Living life through a pen, I hope they get that pill. I hope they get that pill. I got niggas down the road, waiting on them to peel. Living life through a pen, I hope they get that pill. I hope they get that pill.
One time for your mind, 2 times for the grind, 3 times for the shine. Tell the shorty she gon' be mine. Long little pimp, eating on steak and shrimp. And yeah, I walk with a limp, and watch my trunk turn flip. In a 911 Carrera, sitting next to Scott Ferrera. ZFW, we down for whatever, respect it. Cause I'm from the 817, let excelling my endeavors, never folding under pressure. With the color of Grace Jones, I'm the one that they hate on. My chick is spicy and amazing, Louisiana red Cajun. I try to tell them they don't listen, no, I'm extra Chris and original. See a girl and I pick and roll, she call a play and I give and go. Then I'm back to stacking my figures though, cutting heads like I'm Figaro. And I kill it though, no funeral, putting on for my crew to blow. Your rap style is whack now, here's 50 cents, you better back down. I got up for cheap, you better act now. I'm selling swag but a crack gown. Can't fade the G, you better tap out. I'm known to blow a bitch back out. Put points up like I'm Stackhouse, shut stadiums down like a blackout. So ask the South teller I be whipping, but on out about them bitches cause I'm pimping. I call them up, they hold me down. Twisting my fingers so they know where I'm down. I be chillin', cruising, chillin', whipping low key, staying focused on the million. Call them up, they hold me down. Twisting my fingers so they know where I'm bound. I be chillin', cruising, chillin', whipping low key, staying focused on the million. Now watch me how I get it. Bitch, I'm from the city. Prefer a young girl with long legs over titties. Your life is like a movie while you looking like the B-roll. Me and my amigos stay on top, cause we know it's the script that you follow. Never stray from the G-code. I'm the whole enchilada, extra queso in the pico. My life is muy rico, cause I'm chilling with my people. And my girl is so sweet like lemonade with the equal. On a hot summer's day, bumping Lana Del Rey with ish out the window, screaming fuck y'all lames with a smile and a wink or two. I do the shit you think to do, so stay in your lane and keep an eye up on my boogaboo, cause I'll cross over. Chris Paul, Dead Rose, or switch lanes, Flow Rider, T-Pain, or Nelly Mo. We still stomping, but our shoes ain't from the Air Force. I'm leaving at the airport on a jet, so like I'm Elroy. I call them up, they hold me down. Twisting my fingers so they know where I'm bound. I be chillin', cruising, chillin', whipping low key, staying focused on the million. Call them up, they hold me down. Twisting my fingers so they know where I'm bound. I be chillin', cruising, chillin', whipping low key, staying focused on the million.
They stay trying to be like us.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Can't be like us.
Hell no.
What?
Hey, let them know who you is.
They call me Tanika Shantae.
So cool ass. Hey, but for real though, I want y'all to get out there and be motivated to get this paper, you feel me? Quit standing around waiting on somebody to come help you out, cause they not. If ain't nobody else told you, I told you. From the good people of
Brain Gang.
And guess what?
And we out.
I'm your idol, the highest is titled Numero Uno. I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know. And understand I got the gift of speech and it's a blessing. So listen to the lesson I preach.